can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be fuddling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The bonus scheme is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning to you from Tony'sPicks.com. This is Ramon Scott coming to you live from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas, and welcome to the morning's team for Saturday, May the 4th. Oh boy, that's a big deal for a lot of you. Where was I in 1977? Sitting in a walk-in movie theater in Mission Valley, California, watching Star Wars as a 9-year-old boy, thinking I was the next Luke Skywalker. How you doing, folks? Welcome in Kentucky Derby Day. I blew it. Didn't give out my Derby pick yesterday. I'm going to give it out today. Tony's got a video with his pick on it. Check it out. Here on the 40,000 subscriber juggernaut, Tony'sPicks.com, and see who Tony likes in the run for the roses. He loves Santa Anita and Southern California racing. And, well, I said it, no Bob Baffert, no, elite Kentucky Derby. If you're missing Baffert, you might be missing the best horse, but they'll still have a good field here with a potential of a soggy track. It doesn't look like it was going to be the way it was yesterday for the Kentucky Oaks with Torpedo Anna, winner of the Oaks, named after a young lady who was a competitive swimmer who just happened to be an Ian Thorpe fan. Yesterday, Kentucky Oaks and Derby today. So I'll just get on with it here and give you my pick for the Kentucky Derby here. And I'm kind of going to mix it up here, though. I want to give a little bit. This is a Kentucky Derby. You can always bet a little extra. You know what I mean? You kind of go for the home run, superfectas, trifectas, whatever you want. You might throw a little bit of money on. But you know what I always say, and I'm a handicapper first and foremost, grew up on handicapping the dogs, actually in Tijuana, Mexico as a young boy, but certainly reared at Del Mar and worked at Del Mar for several years in the TV truck there for several summers as in my 20s or so, late 20s. And I love Del Mar, love thoroughbred racing still to the day. And those that don't, they probably think that canines shouldn't have been domesticated. All right, I'll take my long shot pick here is going to be on the 15. This is domestic product. Chad Brown, the trainer, Irad Ortiz Jr. So you got some New York connections there a little bit. And also, I like the 4 here. Want to catch some kind of lower priced horse here in the inside gate, and I'll take the 4, Catching Freedom, with Brad Cox here as a trainer in this one. He's got a couple of entries here, and Flavian Prat, the jockey here. He's had plenty of success here in the U.S. in his career. So 15, 4, maybe even not necessarily in this order. Maybe I prefer the 4, but I'm looking to box up some horses here, including the favorite Fierceness. I think for Fierceness, everyone wants to maybe find a different route in the Kentucky Derby. If you look at this Derby, like I said, the best horse might not be here. And Fierceness has to overcome this. Of course, he's not in the 17 hole anymore, despite being number 17. So you can throw out that little angle. It's still, once you get out this far, especially, you know, past past 15 or so, really 14, 15 in the gate, it gets tough because you got to go through a lot of traffic at the Kentucky Derby, and it's been done. But man, if someone gets off on the lead, it can be tough. So we're going to throw the favorite in there with Fierceness. There, I think those are kind of my three core horses, and Dornock, also the one in here out of Big Brown with Luis Saez up. So I'm looking at 1, 4, 15, 17. If you find another one in there, you might want to, maybe you can roll with it. I'm kind of going back and forth here between the 11 and the 8 actually for my fifth pick. So I think I got 4 here that I'm going to roll as my core picks. 1, 4, 15, 17. Sprinkle it all over and have an enjoyable Kentucky Derby day. The sun shines bright in my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay, and that's the lyrics to my old Kentucky home. I could sing the whole song if you'd like, but we want to get started with the show. Hello to everybody joining me in the chat on Kentucky Derby Day on May the 4th day. Let's have some luck. All right, just give me one moment and I'll be right back with you here on the Morning Steam. All right, let everybody catch up here, get in here, and say hello to everyone as we get rolling on a big, big day of sports betting action. Hey, playoffs, pretty exciting day, I would say. In the playoffs coming up with game one in the NBA, we'll talk about Minnesota and Denver, of course. We talk about last night's games in the NBA. How about it? Gave out a couple winners here in the NBA on the show and a couple winners in the NHL. We swept the board again on the show with our video plays here, mixed results for my premiums, but we also had some nice winners on the show. Gave out a lot of unders on this network here yesterday, and got news for you. We're doing it again today. In Major League Baseball yesterday, you can maybe your results may vary, but it's not going to vary very differently from the actual results of 13 unders and 2 overs. It may have been 12 unders, 2 overs and a push. If you got to the window late, it feels like, but the unders rolled on Friday. And quite frankly, if you look at line movement and the way things are moving, and handicapping too, if you'd like, that's kind of my job here. Yes, line movement, explain where everything's going, but it looks like another day for the unders. We'll see. I mean, we got day games here on Saturday, so that could mix the results. I mean, there's hard to believe it would be like it was yesterday. But also, how about you, Nerfy Yerfies? Yesterday, the Nerfy was also 13-2 yesterday. Only 2 games, I believe. I could double check, but I believe only 2 games had runs in the first inning yesterday. So the offense, this is where we've ended up. And we'll preview games today, but I mean, look at some. We were rolling unders with Tony on the show. We had unders here on the show yesterday as well. We've had Braves and Dodgers under yesterday here on the show. That Red Sox and some of those games, some of them got close because you have one team kind of scoring some runs. Red Sox and Twins going under. Even the one we went over with the Nets and the Rays, we won that one. So just an interesting day of results with the totals in baseball. And I don't know, you want to tune out? I got a lot of unders in many games today. It feels like maybe half of my picks might be unders. Hope that's okay. But just want to go with what it looks like, right? I mean, you just can't sit there and say, gosh, we can't do it again, can we? Let's say hello. Brent couldn't make the show. He likes the swinging A's here today and keep it on a roll, man. The A's yesterday, another that was a winner on the show on the total under yesterday. Hello to Thomas here today, like and smash. PZ's here, 1, 2, 3. Thomas Bird is here, ready to go. Hey, Drew Griego. Hello, Drew. And you're right, Drew. And you know what else you can't, it's hard to overcome the takeout in horse racing. That's one thing they'll have to fix one day if they're going to win the fans over because it's a new style of fan today and they know their math. But still a good day to get out there. You don't know, though, which ones are on some, let's just say some enhancements. Hey, Jeff's happy Derby day from Milwaukee, and Fernando's here talking about the Bilbao. Hey, big card. We can just talk about the football here momentarily today from Europe and action well underway here. I've got Arsenal leading Bournemouth 2-0. I've got a Spanish game up here with Sociedad leading Las Palmas 2-0. Underway in France, England championship, hot action right now. Late second half, Germany's underway here in 10 minutes. Got pick on the site from a handicapper in the Augsburg Dortmund game today. If you want to check it out, 10 minutes to that one goes. The four games going off here in just a little bit. I think I was looking at my pick in Germany. If I may, I think I'm going to go with Mönchengladbach and Werder to go over. Any picks for you guys? Go ahead and list them here. And interesting, I'll mention right now, we're continuing soccer here, but total on the move. Just saw some steam coming in. Interestingly, just told you I'm playing a bunch of unders today, and maybe I can squeeze out one or two overs on my picks here in the show. And one of them I was going to give out over on was going to be the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs over. Yesterday I whiffed. They actually lost one. I actually went over in that game, and it went under. Coming back today with the over, and I'll mention right now, interestingly, where so much steam has kind of rolled in already. I'm telling you, on these unders, this game is taking action to the over today between the Brewers and the Cubs. I will note the weather has changed a little bit from yesterday. Yeah, maybe I had a sigh in my voice when I said the wind was blowing in 9 miles an hour. I'll go over. Today, the wind is blowing pretty much directly from right to left. Maybe our Chicago gangs here, but it's very nice day, a beautiful day in Wrigley. Wind will be under 5 miles an hour, and the temperature will be in the high 60s. Wow. Okay, great day for some baseball, but that total on the move. All right, so there's my pick from Germany. Coming up in the next 10 minutes. Maybe you guys will crank them out there, and I'll catch up in the chat here in just a minute as I go over a little bit of the soccer card, trying to expand our coverage here of the action, and also maybe promote our cappers a little bit here, because following that, we've got action from England at the top of the hour in the Premier League, and I've got a couple of cappers on some picks, and I've got a pick over at tonyspicks.com right now, so check it out. My pick comes in one of the games coming up at the top of the hour for my soccer card here today, but also we've got picks from other handicappers on the site in the game between Fulham and Brentford, also Newcastle and Burnley. So our crew keeping up on it, keeping you interested in soccer. So also action from Spain. Let's see if I have any more picks, and then I'll get to your picks. Just with the big card, I don't know if I can kind of keep up here. I do have some picks also in Major League Soccer. I got one premium today in MLS, and then we have a capper on the side who also has a premium in the MLS today. Let's see here if I can bring home something with you guys here in the MLS tonight. I've got a premium, so I do like Cincinnati here today. I think they're getting. Want to make sure if I get this one right. Cincinnati, they're getting a half a goal here today from Orlando. I know, they just play very, very hard, no doubt about it. And I'm taking Cincinnati here. I think that might be my show pick on the side. And I do have a total here for you, I believe, as well. Okay, here we go. Philadelphia and DC United. I'm going to go over 3 goals here. Was considering a premium, but it moved up from 2 3/4 goals. So just blurt it out here on the show as well. And one other total here: Portland and Charlotte. I like this one over as well. That one probably can get that one at 2 3/4 on the Asian handicap over at minus $1.20 or so. You could play it over 3 at plus money, but I think in this one I do prefer 2 3/4. So a couple of picks in the MLS. I'll continue with the comments and see if you guys have international soccer picks today. And my other premium is in France today. All right, so Solo is here, and maybe I'll wait to talk about the trade for the Padres. When we get to the Padres previews, I'll say some funny things. I guess I'll make some jokes about it and make Thomas laugh. Okay, Robert here, Justin, hello. Uncle Sneakers has stopped by today. It's great to have Uncle Sneakers here. Hello, Uncle Sneakers, and also welcome to Mushy Justin. Great to have you, man. All right, that's awesome. Oh, damn, I think I see some bummer comments in there. All right, I'm sorry. Here, I think I gotta. Oh, that was too bad. I got excited there anytime I see a new comment, but then I got to the lame comments, so we'll take care of that. Sorry about that. All right, Blake here today, and Ray is here as well. And Jeff has a pick here in soccer, Madrid and Cadiz. No, both teams not to score. I think I'm better get that right here. All right. And that might be it. Here it comes. And Jacoby is here as well. And go over to Tony'sPicks.com and see who did well yesterday. We had a few premium winners yesterday. Feel like we had more free winners, so try to work on that. Try to work on that. Try to get it right. But let's go over to the website, see who's hot. We got to get this show on the road. Okay, Bo Dunn, he remains hot. Wow, Bo, check it out. Bo with another big day, 6-1. Butterscotch, 8-3. Yesterday, Tony rolls another perfect day. How about it? 4-0. You got Tony's Picks VIP 4-1. You got Mindy also there 4-1. You got some steam rolling in right now on Baltimore and Cincinnati under. That concerns me. That one I was actually going to look to the over. We'll see. But right now, under, rolling in steam here. Boston and Cincinnati. Baltimore and Cincinnati. This one is definitely on the move lower. I'm starting to see 9/20 right now at Bovada. Kind of the first nines to pop up. 9.5 under 20 everywhere else right now. Some steams. All right. CJ 4-2. Danny Dimes, couple of wins yesterday. EPA 75%. Stephen Duncan 60% yesterday. Tiffany 60%. Doubles 60%. Two old ladies that bet consensus 67%, but they're on top of the last 7 days. 8.5 units. Ruben Marlboro is crushing it right now, also near up 8.5 units for the last 7 days. OG Cappers VIP also crushing it, well over 70% here, and EPA Sports also strong here, up 5.5 units. Last 30 days, Ben Ruhala continuing to roll up 34 units. Ruben Marlboro up nearly 15 units. The two old ladies up to 10.25 units here for the month. And I've got a ways to go, but let's get to it. I'm going to roll here. I've got a lot. I'm rolling pretty heavy today in Major League Baseball. I love this card, quite frankly. So let's talk about the card today. We'll preview the playoff games here. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here today in Major League Baseball. Uh, NHL. Don't have my NBA pickup just yet. Uh, Pretty sure I'm going to be rolling here, but take a look here. I've got a 3-pack in the UFC. You don't want to forget. I could talk about the UFC 3-pack there because we do have an MMA card coming to you from Brazil tonight. So not a great card, but they have certain issues when you go take the show on the road. So maybe not the top fighters, but you certainly have a pretty okay main event here with also Jose Aldo on the card, and it could be, for Aldo, he certainly has to kind of wrap up his contract here. A lot of people saying he's just fulfilling his contract, but he does get probably one last shot in front of his home audience here. So you got to think Jose Aldo can be motivated in this one. And I've got a soccer 3-pack ready to go in a half an hour. All right, check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code there. I got a 3-pack also with 2 plays in the MLB. More picks for subscribers right now, but I also probably going to repackage those up with a few more baseball games that I've loaded up here and have. Been pretty heavy in premiums, quite frankly. Here we go. Arsenal has wrapped up the win over Bournemouth to remain atop the table, 4 points clear of Manchester City now, and 2 games in hand, and so still pretty tight there, but. Arsenal wins here 3-0 over Bournemouth today. Feels like probably some winners here for our crew. I don't know. I didn't check actually if we had anything rolling, but we'll get ready here in just a moment for the picks. Let's go to it. Let's get go. All right. Oh, thank you, Alfonso. You know what? This is what we're trying to do here. Okay. You know what, Uncle Sneakers? Thank you for saying it in that way. Because appreciate you. And the one thing I made it sure that I wanted to do when we started the morning steam, and of course this is I don't know the second iteration maybe or kind of the same, but was make sure we're on early, right? We want to get that early discussion out there a little bit before all the other shows kind of come on a little bit. And, hey, I don't want to step in their way. All these guys are legends, and I'm just here. Birdie's here. Oh, so exciting. Birdie, hello. And going to bring in some picks here right now. Check it out from Birdie. You want to say hello also to Alfonso Fleming. Going to get to Alfonso here in just a moment. But look at Birdie's picks here. He's got the Leafs here in Game 7. We'll open up the play. He's got the under. A parlay, it looks like. He's got the brick wall over 25 saves. And parlayed with the SGP under there and catching freedom in the Derby. That's number 4, kind of what I was saying. And also wanted to show up here with Alfonso. And he says, any tennis picks today? I'm going to lay the games with well, no, I'm going to go Iga to win in 2. Iga against Sabalenka. Iga is just destroying again right now, and better get her now to win the French. I mean, how is she going to lose the way she's rolling through everybody in Madrid? She is just total. I mean, yes, there's been some matches that Iga, she actually lost a few here and there on the other surfaces. I think she actually lost a clay match, didn't she, already this year in a big one? But to a decent opponent. I'm trying to think now. Nonetheless, she's about $1.30 or $1.35, maybe even $1.40 now to win 2 sets to love against Sabalenka today. That's the I didn't. There are some very name notable mid-level players, even in the top 100 playing in challengers, I think, out there right now this week as Madrid takes a while getting rolling, but just going to go with that pick today, and we'll lay it with Iga. And Darren's here and Curvin's here. Let's get going. Let's talk about the NBA tonight. Game one, Timberwolves and Nuggets. Full disclosure, holding a ticket, a pretty good ticket, pretty good sized ticket here. Not a huge deal, but certainly going to be a four-digit win if the Timberwolves somehow could win the NBA championship. So kind of invested here. I mean, they're only $1.65 to win the series, and we've got them to win the NBA championship at 25 to 1. So probably a little bit better than the prices that could have been had when the Timberwolves were starting to make their move. Remember, I kind of recommended them out of the gate before they had kind of gone to that little first place deal that I kept bragging about with the Timberwolves, that they had never been in first place for so long this season in their team's history. Minnesota's got their own share of issues. They do have an ownership situation right now that is really undergoing, a pleasant mediation. I talked about it. The Timberwolves, maybe just kind of the old owner, maybe just hanging on for maybe one chance to win the championship, and then maybe acquiesce a little bit, or maybe he's trying for a little bigger share. Realize that probably was interested in selling when it looked like the Timberwolves could never compete. And well, we got a pretty good team with a guy who kind of looks like Mini Jordan a little bit, and playing pretty well, and maybe he wants to make sure he's got a piece of the pie. So Minnesota and Denver here. Denver 4.5 and 208. And I'm gonna keep it a little bit under the vest because maybe gonna come in. With a premium here in this one, of course, but we'll start to get your picks on game one. If you want to pick the series, that is fine too. I guess I'm just kind of what it feels like is kind of I'm on the Timberwolves a little bit here. To probably gonna, I mean, we're gonna win one game somewhere on the road at this point. So it doesn't affect my premiums or anything like that. I mean, if a team starts to blow it or injure or whatever, hey, it's not about my futures play. We're going to get the right premium to the people, or the free pick even. A little bit less likely to put a free pick on going against myself and root against myself a little. Have Minnesota because they're obviously a pretty good team, right? I mean, the talk certainly the way they match up with the Nuggets. They've had success with the Nuggets. The Nuggets, for all their success and how great they look, and they have decent depth, but Minnesota just seems to match up pretty well with Denver. Now Denver is pretty impressive and has that championship experience, obviously. Here come the picks. Other than Robert Martin's Derby play. And I just have I want to go with, I'll give the favorite a big chance. Here's the thing I think about fierceness is that from what I gather and understand is that because the field is very, very weak. I mean, you don't have a horse that maybe has the field, I want to say, lapped in the Kentucky Derby. I mean, this is always a wild race, but almost clear cut of the best. Overcoming the post is a very, very is the biggest issue for fierceness here. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. But it is, of course, a lot. Okay. Oh, let's see what we got here. Heard some steam. No, nothing here. So, okay. Yeah, so it's just a lot. I know we're in the basketball games. It's just a lot when you got, a mile and a quarter and you're really going probably an extra, not maybe an extra 16th of a mile, a little bit. by the time you have to, because you really got to stay separated. What I would really expected, why I thought the 15 would outduel the 17. I think those two may end up running their own race together. So check that out. See how Ramon's old school handicapping. I mean, I think you'll see 15 and 17 kind of maybe wheeling together a little bit. All right, Darren's on the Nuggets. And here's Timberwolves for Thomas. So we're already, well, who knows what we're going to do? Here comes Teresa. And Alfonso talking about the, really the tournaments in Madrid, Alfonso. I think you know this. Looks like you're a big fan. But the tournament, they ended with a thud. There were a couple of retirements here in the big matches down the stretch. Just shows you the grueling play of the clay courts. It feels like. Jacoby says, I mean, Nuggets love that home cooking. And maybe Minnesota needs that game. Now, Minnesota, I mean, division opponents, so they are, they do go in there frequently. They go in there quite a couple of times a year, quite frequently. All right. All right. Okay. Looks like you guys are set on this one with some picks here between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. All right. Well, for me, I'm going to end up going over in game one. Yes, we do have great defenses, man. Timberwolves, maybe number one. Maybe number one. I think there are plenty of metrics and statistics that would indicate a number one rating currently. I mean, Boston's right there as well defensively, and so is Denver. I mean, Denver, real good. I mean, Denver, they have a pretty decent offensive game. Robert's going to come in with the over as well. I kind of want to play this one over as a premium, and I'm not saying my hands are tied by my future. I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves would have to win, um, you know, three more series. It's not about that. But I think I am in an okay position here with that play, actually, considering right now the matchup that they have. And I really think it's going to be a pretty good game here at a 4.5 point spread. So we'll see here today. Do like the game. Don't tip my hand a little bit because I'm saving the premium, I think, on the side. But nonetheless, I'm going to grab the over here as my play in game one, uh, even in the NBA playoffs, I've been pretty hot on the, pretty underish. Kerbin is on the over, though, here as well in game one. All right. I'm moving to hockey unless thanks Arnaz about that. He says Nuggets all the way. Thanks for the picks yesterday. I thought the picks were pretty decent on the show. Premiums need Mike S is here today with his old logo. We're gonna go. We got all the baseball. We got so much. We got. I love this baseball today. So let's keep it rolling with the hockey match. Game 7 tonight. Just be for a fun evening here with the Maple Leafs and the Bruins. Uh, Bruins a pretty substantial favorite. These two teams have played game sevens before. Kind of the talk. I believe the last two times these teams have met in the series went exactly the same form, and it is again here. If the Bruins were to win, it'd be 3 straight series where form was exactly the same between the two teams. I think it went, I guess I could look it up, but win one team, other team, blah 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 blah. I hope I got it right. There really wasn't prepared to talk about that, but thought about it just now, and the fact I am also holding a ticket pre series Bruins to win 4-3. Interestingly, I felt that they would go 4 games despite the seeding here, and 7 games despite the seeding here, and uh, Bruins probably just home favorite here a little bit, and maybe Austin Matthews' status also is a factor in the line here at this one. Most Maple Leafs fans are just fine actually without Matthews now in the lineup. They're just very content because of the great play currently of the team. You know, this Wall, he's doing things you really haven't seen too much here. Not record wise or in the amount of saves. I see some steam that came over. I missed White Sox Cardinals under, and we're going to be going under that one. Though I'm way late to the party. Sorry about that. Came in about 15 minutes ago, but we were talking, and uh, Maple Leafs fans are just fine, I think, here without Matthews. Oh, I was talking about Wool. So Wool, not like a record-setting number of saves or anything, just because just the fact that he's you know come in and started these must-win games uh, consecutively. So real strong job there. All right, Darren is on the Bruins. I'm not seeing a lot from you guys here. A tough game 7, and now how can I not go with the under? Even if the Sharps, and again, is Mikey in there? Sharps are going to be just playing numbers. And they definitely have been a little bit interested in the over in this game. I mean, all it takes really in one of these games, there was some widely reported steam that also came in on the Maple Leafs, but still right now, $1.35. There's $1.31 at Circa. There's still $1.40s out there. So looking about the same price. But as I speak, a little bit of money rolling in here on the over. Taking it up at some spots, maybe to 5.5 under 25 at some spots. I don't see anything quite less expensive than that if you're looking to go over, or I should say, because you're getting a little bit of plus money with the over, and I feel like that's what the Sharps kind of want to do, but I can't do it. I'm going under. It's a game 5. Not going under 8.5. I must have 0 viewers because nobody said anything with the 8.5 total there, but certainly it's 5.5. There we go. And all right, so appreciate it, guys. Unless you got any picks, nobody cares. Nobody wants any hockey, I guess. Game 7 here tonight. So all right. And probably for the Bruins, I would think Swayman in there here with a 2.53 goals against. So I'll take the under here. I do know that the Bruins are pretty popular, it feels like, with cappers today. So we'll see. But I'm going to take the under. Here comes a couple more plays, and we'll get out of here. I talked you guys into it. And going against each other here. Jacoby over, Alfonso under. That's okay at 5.5. But look what we had last night. These games are getting tight, tense. They were tense, right? Last night. I mean, I was, uh, some of you in the chat might have been with me hanging out on one of those streams, one of those channels, and the action was pretty tense in the NHL last night. Okay, baseball for Michael S. here. Let's roll in chronological order. I love the card. I really love it. Come in here and fire me tomorrow if we don't feel like we're in a lot of these games today. I'm hot on this, on a lot of these unders, but not here, not yet, not now, and at least not on the show here now. I do think that this may, kind of get to form of a lower scoring game here, but I'm actually going to grab the dog here on the run line. You're gonna have to lay about $1.50 or so, maybe $1.60 with the Tigers today, but I don't mind them here against the Yankees in a game that I don't know. It's gonna be either 4-3, 3-2, one way or the other, something like that. Right now, the Tigers they're playing pretty good, pretty awesome actually. At this point, we know the Yankees definitely looking good here. Tigers 4 games over 500. The Yankees 21-13. Schmidt 2.76 ERA in his last 3 starts. Detroit's won 8 of their last 13. Right now, it's the Yankees that have only won 6 of their last 11. They've gone under in 4 of their last 5. Yankees 6-5 at home thus far. Give me the Tigers here on the run line today. I think we got a great ball game, one-run game, one way or the other. It feels like there's butterscotch. We talked about your great record yesterday. Uh, in that with your games there, Scott. So great job. And Gerardo stepping in. Hey, Gerardo, we had a big soccer segment with you today. I think I made 4 or 5 picks. So come in with some picks here with me today. I've got it watching action right now from Spain, still in France here. All right, keep it moving. Baseball card and get this show going. We do know that the Red Sox will use an opener here today with Bernardino. He's done pretty well in his openers, 10 appearances, just one opening start so far for Bernardino. Going up here against Lopez has been pretty good, pretty decent. 4.83. Pardon me. 4.83 here, the ERA for Lopez. He's really gotten kind of hit pretty hard here of last few starts. The Twins, though, obviously they're the big story in the major leagues right now with their 11th straight victory last night. I expect Lopez to improve on his numbers here. Red Sox have won 8 of their last 13, but the Twins with that 11-game winning streak right now. They're just 7-6 at home, so they've got to kind of turn around a little bit here, it seems like. But I think they probably will here. I'll take them on the run line, actually, to win this game over the Red Sox today, who end up with an opener. No problem. Red Sox 11-6 on the road, but I'll take the Twins, actually, on the run line today. I expect Red Sox, could be a low-scoring game. I'll just leave it at that. All these games could go. But Thomas says, give me Boston in the over. Feels like Thomas and I are not clicking today, but we usually do. But here's Gerardo on the Twins' first 5. And the Twins in the first 5 currently this season, they are 16, 12, and 3. Not the best for a team that is 18 and 13, but again, the Twins are one of the best teams right now at not shooting down Gerardo. Never going to shoot down Gerardo's play. I want to mention this, though. The Twins right now, I believe, I'll have to update the stats. They might be first in the league in victories after the 7th inning, taking the lead after the 7th inning, but nonetheless, they are showing that clutch gene. They might be. I mean, they're winning all these games 11 in a row. They got to be winning somewhere along the line, but Twins, I believe, have been the most clutch team right now so far. Here's an over for Ray. All right. Next up will be the White Sox taking on the Cardinals. You've got Fetty going up against Lynn here in this one. We mentioned some steam that, pardon me, kind of rolled in here. Might need my juice and donuts here. Okay, talked about the steam that kind of rolled in on this game, and I totally missed it. Apologize. So if you were looking on the under, though, probably would have been a good time. Maybe we're already tracking it here, but they did slam this one pretty good to the under here with the Cardinals and the White Sox, and that's where I was already headed. So I already missed out on these 8 under 15s because right now I'm showing. No, well, you know what? There's still some 8.5s out there, man. Circa is 8.5 under 15. Bovada is 8.5 over 15. Oh wow. I'm getting a pretty good deal on this one. I might have blown it, man. This might have been a premium, but again, we're already telling you about all these unders right now. If you missed the start of the show, under yesterday, 13-2, maybe 12. Maybe 12, 2-1 if you got there late on one of those games, and a couple of them came close. You might have, if you were very, very late, but that's if you're blindly betting. It was still a big, big day in the Nerfies. Only 2 games had runs scored in the first inning of the 15 games. So I'm going under here, White Sox and Cardinals. Fetty has a 2.6 ERA so far, and Lance Lynn, 2.64 ERA. Like I said, I think Lance Lynn, I feel like this is the place at this point in the career of Lance Lynn, where he will be the most comfortable. So Lynn has gone under in his last 4 starts, and the Cardinals have gone under in 16 of their last 22 games. Nothing from the chat on this one. Here's the Brewers taking on the Cubs with Myers here going up against Tyone in this one. And mentioned it just a little while ago that the steam came in on the over in this one. Yesterday, I actually lost this one. I tried to go over in a day where all the unders came in. Actually, he had a few overs. I don't think it was my bad. I mean, we definitely had plenty of under winners all over the uh, network yesterday, so no problem. But I'm going to give out the over again. One more over here. I think I have one other one. Uh, I'm preaching unders to you. I'm really going strong with these unders today. This one, though, I do feel like an over here. You got Myers, a couple of starts so far at a 4.5 ERA. Want to tell you right now, a game that I'm going to come in on the under later is getting steamed to the under right now between the Giants and the Phillies. 7.5. It was 7.5. We're seeing 7 over 20 right now at Bet Online. 7 over 20 at Bovada. So the offshores are moving. So brick and mortars, if you're looking to go under with San Francisco and Philadelphia, now is the time. I'm going to give it out here right now. Really, we're going to maybe give a little preview in just a minute, but this one is moving under here right now, and uh, between San Francisco and Philadelphia, definitely. So check that out. Okay, here. I'll keep it moving here, though. Oh, Cubs and Brewers, I am on the over in this one. Well, one of the games I am on the over on. Cubs have won all 3 of Tyone's starts so far. I mean, we know right now the Cubs, looking pretty terrific, but the Brewers, even better. This is one of the big series in the Central right now, early season. You got Myers here. Milwaukee's lost both of Myers' starts so far. Brewers have actually gone over in 5 of their last 8 games. Cubs have lost 5 of their last 7 now following yesterday's game, and one there, of course, by the Brewers. I had the Cubs as a premium, and they led 1-0 most of the way and then gave up the lead late. So give me the over here, though, in this one today. And I already mentioned the wind a little bit. And Garrett, Biggie is here. Hello, Biggie. And here's William Dryman here today, and Rich is here. Cubs and over. Rockies taking on the Pirates here in this one. And we got the Pirates here, big $2 favorite against the Rockies today. Pittsburgh, they're just 14-19. They are struggling. I mean, they've lost 16 of their last 21 games right now coming into this one, but maybe they can get it here against Gomber and the Pirates. I might even look to lay a run line here, as bad as it's been for Pittsburgh. Look, I mean, I know the Rockies have some issues here, and I imagine they could continue. Jones has been pretty interesting so far as a starter for the Bucks. He has a 3.18 ERA. Pirates have gone under in 5 of his 6 starts so far. For Gomber, 4.5 ERA so far. The Rockies averaging just 3.8 runs so far this season. Remember, they play half their schedule and at home, and the Pirates are averaging just 3.6 runs so far this season. So it's going to be tough to get that run line at this price. I'm going to play the run line here on the show. Maybe we can talk it down to 1. If you want to lay the money line, that's fine. That's probably the thing to do if you're taking them. I'm just probably not going to be even at this price. Still not interested in the Rock. I'm interested because of the price, so that's why I'm doing a free pick show. I think the Pirates are the team here. Do not like the price at all. I just don't know if the Rockies, with the matchup today, I just don't think it's a good situation. The Pirates, there's probably no value in the Pirates. The way they're, not playing great, and they're laying $2. This would be one where the Sharps probably would just say, every time, just give me the Rockies. But I want to be right. I think the Pirates will get there. God, I just want to say money line to a certain extent, but let me get a game going here. I got to look at something when I look up at the screen and see a decent match. See a decent game here. All right. There we go. Oh, we got some nice games here. And some golf. Okay. As Sociedad just closed out Las Palmas. All right, Thomas is going under here in the Rockies game. All right. Next up, Blue Jays taking on the Nationals today, and there was some widely reported steam. Guess what it came in on? The under here in this one with Irvin going up against Gosman. Blue Jays, big road favorite. Hey, we had a premium winner. What do you know? In the major leagues yesterday with the Nationals. I had to grab them on the run line because, I was a little nervous. My baseball trying to get rolling here a little bit. We are now, I think, picking it up on the shows mostly right now. So we'll try to get it going on these premiums too. But I'm going to take the under here in this one with Blue Jays and Nationals here with Gosman and Irvin today. For Gosman here coming into this one. Let's see here. Close the window, you guys. Okay, here we go. For Gosman, here we go. Gosman coming in, 2.41 ERA in his last 3 starts, 4.5 ERA overall, but definitely on the improve. Toronto's lost 4 of his 6 games. They've lost 8 of 10 right now. Toronto not in a good way. They're giving away units. We know Washington's profitable, and Irvin has a 3.68 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Nationals have won 6 of their last 8 games. So I'm going to take the under, though, in this one. Nationals have definitely been going over. Blue Jays under in 7 of their last 10, and in general for the season, however, still has been unders here for the most part for the Nationals. They are 12 and 17 to the under, and the Blue Jays 12 and 19 to the under. Even though the Nationals picking up the offense, are up to averaging 4 runs per game currently, and the Blue Jays are averaging just 3.5 runs a game. That's not what you were expecting maybe from the Blue Jays. And Mönchengladbach has a goal, huh? 1-0 in that game. We gave it out here. Gave out a total, I believe, on the show. Here with the over, if I'm not mistaken. All right. We got a pick here from somebody. Rich says, oh, he's on an older game. Okay. All right. Hey, the A's. Wow. The steam came in on the under again in this one. So why not take it again with the A's and Blackburn, right? Everyone says, oh, I only take the A's with Blackburn. Well, you've been missing out. The A's are up 6 units so far this season. The Marlins, they're down 17 units. And maybe this is a spot where I could talk about the trade yesterday. I know from a Padres perspective, it might be more appropriate but we're here now on the Marlins, and look, they're the ones that are gutting the roster here after just 35 games. I mean, no reason not to, I would guess, but trading Luis Ariz to the Padres yesterday, the Padres, they've been working on this trade all season, quite frankly. So Marlins maybe got enough, but they got 4 players. They got your man Woo Suk Go. And believe it or not, they also got Dylan Head in the same deal. A couple of prospects. Go has been a big disappointment since coming over from Asia. Go is stuck in Double-A, and the Padres paid him some money. So not all the guys you bring over from there work out. So the Padres have traded go to Miami. If you saw the funny video with a couple of the other two players, position players, they were involved in their minor league game. One player was on second base. He was pulled from the game immediately, wondering what was going on. He's a fast runner. Why are you pulling me? Buddy, you've been traded for Luis Ariz. So, hey, you know what? You're going from the Padres to the Marlins. Maybe not an upgrade, but you could always say you were traded for Luis Ariz. For the Padres, they get one of the best, if not the most pure left-handed hitter in the league right now. A guy who, quite frankly, look, it's hard to ever mirror the swing of the great Tony Gwynn, but this man has a beautiful swing, certainly, no doubt about it. And Padres trying to get that left-handed bat in there. They've got plenty of issues. This doesn't change much for the Padres, but and Preller, the pressure's on with Preller, but you kind of see how this man operates. He might be trading guys on his way out the door here after this season, but nonetheless, the Padres land a big one with Luis Ariz, and the Marlins will have to continue to go on forward here in Oakland, where, boy, it doesn't seem like a great matchup. If everyone loves Oakland with Blackburn, you probably love them today with Miami probably feeling like, who's next? Looking around, wondering if the Grim Reaper is waiting inside the clubhouse to send you to another city. Maybe they're crossing their fingers that they do. It looks good now, right? You talk about Kim Ng getting out of Miami. Maybe it was a good idea. They were going to bring in someone above her, which was like, what are you doing? All right. You got Kim Ng here. She doesn't need to be stuck with the job of trading these players off. I'm glad she's out of there. Who knows where she'll land? But nonetheless, I've got the under in this one. Come on. I mean, Miami at this point, they're averaging, A's are only averaging 3.1 runs a game, but of course, the A's are hot. The A's are officially warm. Let's not get too carried away, but still pretty good run here for Oakland. Big cheers for Oakland. If they win today, they're 500. Rogers, a 5.2 ERA in his 6 starts so far. Miami 4-10 on the road. Oakland under in 9 of their last 11 games. I will take the under. Get your comments here. Thank you. Some of the games you had there. Oh, here's Rich with this one. A's bullpen, right? Hey, the one thing you can have a bunch of, or you can have no fans. You can say, hey, this team's terrible. It kind of rallies the players a little bit. And the A's have now the number 2 bullpen ERA wise in the league. So sometimes that happens, right? With teams. Count out the situation, but they'll rally a little bit. That's why I've kind of said they'll be, they've been strong on the road, but now they're home against a weak team here. All right. And what else? There is Mike. Hi, Mikey. Thanks for everything last night, Mike. We had a great time talking sports on YouTube, watching games, and I snuck out of there like it was a bad party. All right, let's continue on here now with the Giants and the Phillies in this one. And I guess we're already done kind of previewing this one, right? When more steam kind of came rolling in. We need Mikey's steam reports. We need his reverse line move reports, but I'll take the under here with the Giants and the Phillies off the steam that kind of rolled in here within the last 90 minutes or so, I think is when it really took a hit, and we're already seeing it now here on these boards currently at 7 over 20, almost everywhere now. 7.5 under 20. No, let me get this right. Yes, 7.5 under 20 at Circa, so mostly 7 over 20s here. So hopefully we got a good number for you when we kind of broke the news there early with the report. But nonetheless, we'll take the under here. This one's gotten heavy attention. Hey, we got a couple lineups out for that early game. Might as well read them off and try to pretend like we're an official sports betting show here. I think we've got the lineups in the Detroit Yankees game. See if we can't get those to you. And Make sure everybody's in the lineup here for the Tigers. Green, Canna, Perez, Carpenter, Veerling, Keith, Torkelson, McKinstry, and Kelly. For the Yankees, Volpe, Soto, and Judge. Verdugo, Stanton, and Rizzo. Torres, Trevino, and Cabrera. All right. Keep on keeping on now with the crew. And I left in a hustle. And Gary's ready to talk a little bit with the matchup here. I guess I kind of brushed over it, right? Because I already kind of gave out the pick during the show. So maybe we'll just use the notes here that Biggie has on the game. Why not? Because you got Suarez here, definitely in strong form. Talking about it. Uh, ERA under 0.75 in his last 5 starts, all wins. And he won his first start too, no doubt. Suarez, one of the best going right now in this situation. But hey, I lost with the Giants yesterday. I believe I tried to come in on the Giants yesterday on the show. Oh no, we gave him on the run line, right? So we did get the win there in the 1-run game. And you do have win here, 1.5 ERA in his last 3 starts. He's been pretty good, 3.18 ERA. I think that's why you're seeing a lot of pressure the under here necessarily, and the fact that Giants have gone under in 10 of their last 11. Phillies have gone under in 19 of their last 28. Phillies have won 19 of 22 right now. Giants just 6-11 on the road. All right. And next up, Angels taking on the Guardians in this one. And I'm going to let me see here. Don't want to get too carried away, but I'm probably going to come back. I'm going to come in on the Angels here in this one. Yeah, I'm going to have to try them here on the show. It feels like I had them in pocket yesterday. Felt bad. Wanted to come in with them. If you go back, you don't have to go back. This would be ridiculous to go back, but had the Angels on my card on, and I do that, I'm just human. Had them on my card. This feels like I'm one of those should have told you shows, but switched to the Guardians on the show because couldn't believe I was going to take the Angels. They won 6-0. I'm taking the Angels today on the show. Forget about it, and we'll just roll it that way. The Cappers are coming in on Cleveland. I know they're going to be on Cleveland here. It feels like today. Can't guarantee it, but nobody wants any part of the Angels. You know that. But after a 6-0 win yesterday, you got Detmers here, 3.12 ERA. Look, love Cleveland. Lively's been interesting. He's fine. Looks pretty good. But I don't know. The Angels, they've had success in Cleveland in the past. I think they might be a team that when they get out on the road, Detmers has not looked good his last couple of starts, that's for sure. His overall numbers are better. Angels have lost 11 of 14. I just want to take a dog somewhere along the line here at a decent price. So it's going to be the Angels here. In fact, I don't even think it's a decent dog. That's why it's on the show. Wouldn't give it out as a premium. But Guardians have lost 5 of their last 6 too. So they're kind of going backwards all of a sudden after that red hot start, right? So okay, they did get the win though yesterday. 6-0 Angels yesterday. All right. And Biggie talking about that big win streak by the Twins right now. Hey, here's the Orioles we talked about. Let me tidy up my face here a little bit. Get the mornings out a little bit here and grabbed a few hours here before watching the Premier League game at 7:30 Eastern. Orioles means returns here. We talked about the Orioles getting these pitchers healthy a little bit and going up against Abbott here in this one. You know what? This one, I don't know, maybe it seems like an under with Means coming back. This is one of the games I am going to take an over on here. Means makes his first start. He had only 6 starts. Of course, over the last 2 seasons due to injury. Pretty good pitcher if he can stay healthy. 3.74 career ERA, 70 career starts. Baltimore's won 15 of their last, or 13 of their last 18 games currently. Abbott actually given some back here, 4 ERA in his last 3 starts. Reds have lost 6 of 8. I think the Capitals will probably try to find their way to Baltimore. I'm not sure I'm going to be on Baltimore here, but probably not going to make a premium out of it. I want to go premium over, but after yesterday, the rain delay, and Mike, I think Mike, you could attest. We were talking about it a little bit, right, with the rain delay, and then the game was scoreless for so long. I didn't check the weather here. I don't know if the DC crew, is here currently to maybe give me an update. Kind of want to look at the weather though. It doesn't. I'm going over, and that's why. I mean, the reason why it's not a premium. Everything seems to qualify for a premium for me to go over, but all these unders and not all these unders, and the fact that they didn't put up very many runs in this particular game yesterday, I think is the reason why it has me going with it as a free pick on the show, because I really was thinking premium with this one, but probably not now. Look, you do have, 2 top against means here. Against left-handers, I've got the Reds as my number 2 lineup against left-handers, and against Abbott, I've got the Orioles number 8 against left-handers. So, good lineups, but with these pitchers, they should be pretty good against those left-handers. So you do have a pretty big advantage. Means has a nice advantage over the Reds, quite frankly, over the top of that lineup. Abbott maybe sprinkled through a little more on the splits. So I'm going to take the over. Hopefully we get some better weather here today. There is rain expected here today. Wind blowing in just 3 to 6 miles an hour during the game, and maybe some rain. 15% chance. A little bit. It would be in the about in the first 5. It's actually going to clear up and then maybe rain again a little bit later in the day with heavy rain late, but I don't think they'll reach the end of the game. All right. So I'll take it over there, even on under day here on the show. Rangers and Royals. Hey, I already previewed this one last night on the show with Tony. So go check out my pick if you want. For this game between the Rangers and the Royals today. Just a little tease, but I'm going to give out the Royals here. Why not? Why wouldn't we at this point continue to roll with these Royals? They're so fun, right? Look at the Royals record right now. Let me see. It's 20-13, right? The last time they've had a start this good was, 2015. We know what happened. The Royals won the World Series. Is this team going to win the World Series again? The Royals, I don't know. They seem to do it, in small market for every, 5 to 10 years. They pop up and do it again. You got Waka here. He's struggling a little bit of late. I mean, struggling quite a bit. 5.32 ERA in his last 4 starts here. Waka's gone under in 5 of his 6 starts. Rangers have gone under in 8 of their last 10. Royals have gone under in 18 of their last 24. Royals have won 7 of 10. Rangers, 4-3 in their last 7 games. Dane Dunning, 4.8 ERA in his last 3 starts, is higher than his season-long ERA, man. But, the Royals, they've just been, what can you say? They've been money makers so far this season, man. They're up over 7.5 units. Here's Werder Bremen with a goal. Hey, my over might get there before we get off the air here between Mönchengladbach, and I'll sing the team song, and also Werder Bremen. There's a goal. It's 1-1. I got PSG over here as well. Going. Wait a minute. Make sure I got the matches. I got a women's match on. I knew when I saw PSG, I was like, wait, what are we doing over here? Let me get the game from England. There we go. That'll be better. That or I could watch Warren Buffett, apparently. That's always entertaining. Hope I'm still going at 94. All right. Walk-in Dunning here. Uh, I gave out my play, didn't I? It's on the Kansas City Royals at this point. Like I said, Royals so far up over 7.5 units so far this season. Rangers just a game over 500 at this point. They're a 500 team on the road. Expecting to see more. The Royals are outscoring opponents 4.7-3 this season. Wow, that is impressive. All right, more comments from you. Got Rays going under here. Biggie, all right. And you guys get some picks in here. Let's go. I'll start chat. All right. Next up, we got a game here between the Mariners and the Astros. Hey, I had a loser yesterday on the show giving out an under. This is the one with a massive under series. These two teams can't go over at all this season, it seems like, but they did yesterday. This was one of the two, or no, you know what? This was the one that you may have experienced a push. I think it actually did stay under in the end, right? Yes, it did. The final score here yesterday in the Astros game was 5-3, and mostly was 8.5s out there. A few places closed at 8. A couple of the sharp books did, but again, trying to express the early bettors got there for that 13-2 unders yesterday. No doubt about that. Anybody who got stuck with a 12-3-1 or a 12-2-2, or 11-2-2, just got there late. So we're trying to get on these early. And Mike, I don't get a great Steam report. You know what? I mean, come on, I rely. I got VB. I've got my UFC crew. So, hey, we'll go ahead in the contest today. We'll do a little toast. We'll do a little bet. I don't know what we could do. All right. Oh yeah, don't forget, Mike's got a hot trend here. KC after a nerfie, and remember, every game was a nerfie yesterday, pretty much. The nerfies went the same as the unders, 13-2 yesterday. Okay, we're on the Royals. Oh, I'm on the Mariners and the Astros here in this one. Hey, I want to take the Mariners here on the road against the Astros today at a little bit of plus money with Gilbert here in this one. Want to add, here's some steam coming in right now, Mike. I'm showing the Nationals are being hit currently. I've already given them out here. Wait a minute, make sure I get that right. No, we give out the under. Whoops. I want to give out the premiums here necessarily, but right now Washington is taking action, I believe, from the Sharps. I'm showing a move here on the Nationals currently going down to $1.40, $1.33 at Bovada. Action here on the Nats. Okay, keep it rolling. Oh boy, you gotta get this show over with. Mariners and Astros here. I'm taking the Mariners on the road. I mentioned it with Logan Gilbert here. I got a premium on the under. I got a premium on this game. Oh my God, who's going to buy my pick? Well, who's going to buy my picks? They might bait it. Anyways, Houston here, they're trying to work their way back now. They're 12-20. You got Valdez, a 2.60 ERA so far in his 3 starts. He's 5-1 with a 3 ERA in his career against Seattle. For Gilbert, he's a 1.32 ERA in his last 4 starts, and this season a 2.02 ERA, and against Houston, a pretty decent record of 4-2 with a 3.63 ERA. Of course, the Mariners have gone under in 26 of 31. The Astros have gone under in 13 of their last 15. Astros have won 5 of 6 now, and the Mariners won just 7 of their last 11. I'm going to take them. Let me see what the run line is, because the Astros were able to get there yesterday. I think the run line price is probably going to be too high for me to want to, kind of give it out on the air here as a play. But it ended up being 5-3 yesterday. If it's $1.55, or it's not going to be? I mean, it's going to be much higher at $1.85. So just give me the Mariners. The steam's coming in. They're down to $1.17 at Bovada. So yeah, just give me the Mariners. Just give me the Mariners. Not gonna mess with that run line. All right, Curvin likes it under, and we'll keep it going here. We're almost through our show here. Maybe I can join Big Boss if you're out there, Big Boss. You know, I went. Big Boss sent the invite, and I went to sleep. Before I got the invite, I was like, "Oh, good." Not that I don't enjoy my time with Big Boss talking UFL football, but I was tired, and I'm like, "Oh, Big Boss forgot about me. I don't have to go on his show and talk about UFL." But Big Boss, you're out there. Probably try to come join you here. We got a couple picks here. Maybe we'll give a couple out on the show here and go over there and give out the totals or something here. UFL Week 6, Mets and Rays. I'm pitching for the Mets apparently, as we got Scott here going up against Littell. And in this one, pretty simple for me here. I'm going under with these two young pitchers, certainly here, but I've got to try the unders. Look at some of the numbers with these two teams currently is what it feels like. You have. Let me make sure though here. I think Mets. Yeah, it is Scott here for the Mets. I mean, I thought this was Severino. Here is he getting moved? I don't have time to research this. I just want to wrap this up and hopefully get out these good plays. I've got the under with Scott pitching. That's what I was anticipating here, so it's not catching me by surprise. But just know that this was kind of all right. This is, of course, this is his major league debut, but looked real good in AAA. A 3.2 ERA with a 3-0 record. Mets have gone under in 7 of their last 11. This one went over yesterday. I would probably have gone under in this game if not for kind of the run outburst yesterday. So maybe there will be some offense here. Littell has a 5.6 ERA in his last 3 starts, but 2-4 to the under in his 6 starts and 3.27 ERA for the season. And the widely reported steam did come in on the under, so I felt good about that. Just couldn't go with it with a premium, and I believe right now I have 8 under 20 listed on the screen there, but might as well just change that and make it 7.5s here. So that also would kind of prevent it maybe from, we've lost some value. I'll still go under. That's why it's a free pick here on the show. That's what kind of happens here. I'll switch if I liked the other, but I like the under. I'll keep under here in this one. Mets and Rays. All right. And here we go with the Padres. So talked about the trade, certainly. So I think we can kind of gloss that out of the way. But I'm going to actually roll with the Padres here. I tried to go with the Diamondbacks on the show yesterday. And just like what I saw with the Padres, I think there'll be some positive momentum. I don't think they'll have Luis Ariz today in the lineup, but nonetheless, and again, he'll be, I believe, a designated hitter for the Padres. I don't think they'll break up their infield combination on a daily basis of Ha-Sung Kim and Xander Bogaerts. So I think Ariz is the one to relieve all those 3 of those infielders around the infield, even at third base, I would think, with Machado. Whoever gets, if a day off comes, I think Ariz goes in, plays multiple positions for the Padres, but of course, therefore is bad. He's not hitting 300 right now, but I would think now with a few guys behind, around him in this lineup, like Tatis, like Cronenworth, they both hit home runs yesterday. And of course, Manny and, Bogaerts has to start, he has to kind of get it going here, but okay. Oh, I'm on the Padres. I love the card. I do too. Love the baseball card. I really need a nice day. I deserve it. Feel like we've had some beats. Feel like I'm just not putting the selections. I come on here, make free picks with you. Having pretty good run on the free picks. Maybe that's why we got 76 of you here right now on an early Saturday morning with me watching soccer. All right. And that tennis match, by the way, gets off in 2 hours. Here we go. Dodgers, Braves. We went under yesterday with our pick here on the show, and we're gonna we already have a preview of this game with Tony last night, so check it out. Same with the Padre game. Check me out here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel with more free picks. We've been hitting on those for sure. And here with the Dodgers and the Braves, I'm going to try the Braves on this one. I will try the Braves on the run line here. And is it really? I mean, come on, $1.85. I mean, who are these Dodgers and Braves? Everybody out of the lineup for the Braves today or something? Forget it. Come on, the Dodgers, please. But I just want to mention a great game yesterday, last night. The Dodgers winning, and Pages. What a performance by this Cuban man who immigrated or defected, I believe, at 18, 15. He was, I believe, he was in a tournament or something. Signed by the Dodgers. He's a Dodger through and through. Pages, 4 hits yesterday, including the game winner. Pages, man, great story, great performance. Dodgers, whatever. You got another interesting player with Pages playing center field. This kid, young kid, Cuban. Maybe he's not all that. Just a nice story. Yesterday, he got the game-winning hit. He was swinging out of his shoes. He was swinging to stay alive. But you know what they say in Cuba? Well, I think they say in the Dominican, but it probably goes with Cuba. You don't walk off the island. Okay, Pages gets it done. I'm still going to take the Braves. I mean, I can't at this price. Is it really $1.85? It's a little bit lower now at some spots, but you still can get the Braves on the money line, $1.50 or better here, and Braves on the run line. Yeah, you're laying a little bit, probably $1.35, $1.40, but I'm going to have to grab the Braves here in this one. I mean, look at last night's game, low score. You got Elder and Glass now here. This one feels like, possibly another low score tonight, even though you have no doubt top offense, 2 top 5 offenses here against right-handers, certainly right now coming into this matchup. But look what happened yesterday, even though I think we had the lefties going there. No, it was Morton and Stone. So, good lineups, but good series, night game here in LA. I'm going to take the Braves on the run line. Atlanta and under for Rich Thomas in Atlanta. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for a great show. I got a few more notes for you here in this one. I don't know if I let me look here and see if Big Boss sent me the invite or if he's watching. And I blew it last week. Haven't seen it yet. He might send it. I don't know. Let me just go over the lines. Let you know there's some UFL today. Maybe I can give out a pick of my best pick on each game, and I'll save one for Big Boss. Side and total. I mean, come on. It's only 4 games a week. I can go side and total on every game here. We haven't clicked that great with the UFL, but I've been watching here, and I think I can even preview these games even just a little bit for you. I'll give you some information if you want to watch today, because you know what? These games are on some, they're on network TV. So if you like a little spring football, right now. Of course, it's still going the way it's been going. I mean, Birmingham is number 1. They're a 12.5-point favorite on the road here. They might even be favored by more than that at this point. 13.5 somewhere. Imagine they could win this one by 2 touchdowns today. So maybe I could just do that on the show. That's a lot of points to lay, but I probably would prefer to lay it by 2 touchdowns here. It's already 13 or 13.5, so it probably don't go more than 14, I would think. Stallions right now, they are 5-0, 4-1 against the spread, 1-4 to the under so far, but Memphis, I'm not sure they're going to have. Memphis is 1-4, 2-3 against the spread, 3-2 to the over so far this season. Stallions are averaging 26 points a game. Showboats allowing 13.5 points per game, and the Showboats are averaging 17 points per game and allowing 26. And the other game here is the Roughnecks and the Battlehawks. This is another complete mismatch. And probably going to give out the over here in this one now at 46.5. That'll be my pick here on the show. So we'll see what we'll do here. But man, St. Louis, if you look at right now, they are right now 4-1, 3-2 against the spread. They've gone 4-1 to the over so far, and this total has actually gone down from a high of open as high as 48.5 at DraftKings and showing 46.5 now. And while the move is relatively sharp, not steamy, but I'm going to go over here as my play here on the show. Battle Hawks might put up some numbers here. It feels like to me they could kind of route. They might route the Roughnecks here if it's down to. Looks like there's 11.5. There's between 10.5 and 11.5, and I expect the Battlehawks to be much the best here. Battlehawks averaging a league high 30 points per game. They're allowing 19 points. Roughnecks averaging 15 points per game and allowing 23 points per game. They are 1-4 this season. That is your preview of the UFL. Hey, let me just get two more games out because I want to talk a little bit about the WNBA. I'll be here all season talking WNBA. I'll do it with Tony. I've been doing it here on his channel for 2 years. I'm not new to the game. And there were two games last night. We saw Caitlin Clark have a nice performance. Not so much. Angel Reese, good performance. Cardoso maybe needs a little bit more. The rookies look out. Their teams lost and did not cover here. In this one, you've got the Dream today. These are exhibition games here today in the WNBA. This one, it is the Mystics versus the Dream here. And it's 6.5 point spread. No pick for me at this point. Just want to cover these. And this one, Storm at Sparks, is being played in Edmonton tonight. And in this one, it is Storm favored by 10.5. No picks for me today in the WNBA preseason, but I went 0-1 last night with my only private play. I lost with Chicago. Oh, Chris, hello, love you. Thank you for stopping by. I love to see you in your Padre garb. I feel like I want to cover the trade again. I've already covered the trade in this show a little bit. I know we're excited to get Luis Ariz. Took advantage of those Miami Marlins and their little fire sale that they're having. And Preller can still do it. I mean, he might get fired after this season, but feels like a pretty good deal for the Padres. And I don't think we're going to, go anywhere because of it, but good offense, and Ariz will be an exciting player. And you got to figure he'll improve on that 299 batting average now with these talented players surrounding him. So top dog, so great to see you. I'm living in Vegas now. I miss you guys so much, to be honest with you. If I could just get a little bit personal here, there's 70 of you in here. There only needs to be 2 right now with me and top dog. I miss everybody. I want to come back to San Diego a little bit, kind of weighing my options, but enjoying Las Vegas here, enjoying my trying to get my sports gambling streams and picks and handicapping. And so maybe everybody here in the chat can follow me along on Twitter and X, of course, to get more sports information from me. But me and Top Dog, man, spending so many nights together watching prep football and talking Padres and all that. So love you. Thank you for stopping by. All right. And that's going to do it for the show. I think, did I have something else to cover? No, that was it. I think the WNBA and covered everything here on this show. Thanks you so much. Catch you tomorrow. More Morning Steam, 9 a Eastern. Come on up, TD. I'm having a pretty okay time. I don't go out much, actually. I don't hit the sports. I hit the sports books close to my place, and that's it. I live in the south part, so pretty much head over to the South Point, also Green Valley Ranch, and also now, oh gosh, they got the Circa down, not downtown Circa, but they just put a Circa in here down the street here at one of the books just north of the South Point. Can't even think of it now. I should know better. All right, catch you guys tomorrow. I'd stay in here with you, Top Dom. I'm going to get over, see if I could join Big Boss for a little UFL coverage here. Thanks so much, everybody. Catch you tomorrow with more Morning Steam from Las Vegas. All right. Thanks, TD. Love you so much. Thanks, everybody. Catch you tomorrow. More Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific for Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Ramon Scott. Stay tuned, Top Dog, for my intro music courtesy of JPZ. You'll love this.
Can it be showing up with Tony T? Yes, Ramon SEO. To the double TV funnel these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks and it goes along.